John was still heading towards Haven, but he was currently stopped at another ruined village. He checks the damages to see if another bandit tribe needed exterminating, but he saw the damages was made by creatures, not blades, but it didn't resemble any animals he learned about. John Grimm. He continues to walk through the ruins as he felt something. He was hearing the screams of the people as memories flashes around him as he felt he's seeing it from someone's perspective. He was holding a bow and arrow in the memory as he continues his walk. He reaches a lone tree where said bow and arrow remained as it was broken. John felt as if the soul was asking. No was begging him to set him free. The question is how. He heard something and it sounded like a horse. Then he sees the source. It was a twisted-looking Grimm filled with arrows and weapons. It seems the villagers put up a fight, but ultimately they were wiped out. It was a Nuklavi. John, you're the most twisted Grimm I have ever seen. It then spotted him and screeched in the air. John, nothing but malice fills you, and the misery you inflicted is still lingering. I will put these souls at ease. He drew Yamato and sent a volley of summon swords. It shatters upon contact and cuts deep, but it didn't even stagger it as it stared at him and charges at top speeds. He flickered out of the way and used judgment cut on it, cutting it even more as it finally recoils at the attacks, but it stretches its arms and spins it around in an attempt to hit him as he ducked, jumped and flickered out of the way as he rained summon swords downward, attempting to pin it as it wildly reacted and flailed at him. John, so many people dead just because of your most primal instincts. You are unworthy of life. Nuklavi, and you do? John, what? Nuklavi, you and me are same. John, really? I surpassed my basic instincts to lash out at negativity. What are you doing? Nuklavi, hate these people do nothing but hate. Why do they live but spread misery? John, Nuklavi, they do nothing but make us hurt. John, it is true that their negativity drives us mad, but we must rise above our base instincts. The Dark Brother is gone. We can coexist with them. Nuklavi, you don't believe that. John, what? Nuklavi, I feel darkness in you. Doubt. John, I see. You will not relent, then I will do you a favor and put you out of your misery. He then drew Mirage, Edge, and Yamato together as he leaps and creates whirlwinds as he slashes it apart, the horse's legs first. It screams in agony. John, this sad tale ends. Nuklavi, hate, it hurts. Please, make it end. John, as you wish. He then stabs Yamato into its chest as it turns to dust. John felt the spirit pass on as the sun finally shined after hours of darkness. He then made a grave to honor the people who fell, and the bow and arrow he found set in its base. John, may you all find peace. But the thought lingered in John as the Nuklavi gave him a question. Why do they still hate each other? Their creators are gone, and they are free to choose. But why do they still choose to kill each other, humans and Grimm? And the humans are far worse, as he has seen the evil that man can produce. They use and kill each other like nothing, and you can't see that with the Grimm. The Grimm never acted against their own race. The only ones were his father, himself, Dante, and Nero. The question came, who will welcome them? The Grimm know them enough and would allow them to live among them. The humans and the Faunus? They will be condemned for being a part of their respective races. Humans will shun them for being part Faunus. The Faunus will shun them for being part human. All of them will condemn them, even have them killed for being Grimm. A dark thought came to his mind as his doubts grow. Was the people of Remnant even worth saving? He pushes these thoughts at the back of his head as he offered a prayer to the departed and continues on his travel to Mistral. The Dark Slayer still fights, but the question is for who?